Hi, all. Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of XDC APAC Podcast. My name is Sonny Mohanty. I'm the head of ventures and ecosystem building at XDC Network. This podcast is a part of the XDC Tenity Acceleration Program. Today, we have another project, another founder or co-founders together with us on this podcast, Edubuk. We have Apoorv, who is the co-founder, Shivani, who is the co-founder of Edubuk as well, and CTO of Edubuk, Mr. Dhanraj, here with us on the studio. So we would like to discuss about Edubuk, their experience with the acceleration program, their roadmap, and all the details. All right, Apoorv, how are you
Hi.
today? Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much, Sonny. Much appreciated, and thanks for having us here.
Welcome to Singapore, Shivani.
Oh, thank you so much, and an amazing place to be at. And let's see what all questions you have for us today.
Yeah, because last time when Apoorv came for the masterclass, you were there, but not there.
Yes.
So glad that you could join us in the podcast.
Yes.
How is your experience, all three of you, with the Token 2049 week?
It's been like the vibe has been really great with all the youngsters and people around with the Web3 ecosystem that's been developing. And the biggest token 2049 has always started in Singapore.
Yes.
So yeah, it's been great, and we have met a lot of people, right, left, and we met like they were like in the week 800 side events, not only the main event.
Tell me about it.
And we were like just hopping from one event to another and met a lot of interesting people and got a lot of B2B connect. So that's good.
Yes. A lot of parties.
Yeah, partying as well. Absolutely. Late night parties that, starts at 10 p.m. and goes up to like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But yeah, all good.
Great. I mean, this week is full of networking, side events,
Yeah.
lot of walking, lot
Yeah.
of talking, sweating.
Yes.
Yeah, very true.
So when we were about to book the tickets for Singapore, so that was the time when we got a list, like these are the side events that are going to happen. And we were just amazed by the type and the type of
Agile.
events and how is all the layer ones
Yeah.
are here, various projects, a new beginner project, some are meme coins, some are
Yeah.
these types of coins, some are token listing projects, also the exchanges. So there is so much variety. Like a person who doesn't know about Web3, if they enter Singapore at this time, I think they'll know everything about
yeah.
all the parts of Web3, like what is listing, what are the projects, what are tokens, everything.
Absolutely. She's right on point. You've covered it all. So coming to Edubuk, you are the co-founders of Edubuk. We would like to start a little bit about your backgrounds, your journey before you launched Edubuk, and why Edubuk. And obviously you are the spouse of Apoorv. And how you decided to come together as co-founders to launch this program, launch this project, Edubuk. Yes. Apoorv, let's start with you.
Sure. I am from IIT and IIM and a gold medalist. These are two great colleges in India for engineering and MBA. And I worked in the financial management or financial industry for 10 years, along with Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, DE Shaw and their hedge funds. And also my last stint was with Global Data as practice head financial markets. And so we married in 2017 and she comes from the education background and she'll cover it in her this thing. But I think me being a topper and like education was always,
Priority.
primary thing for me, and I also cleared CFA like all three levels in first attempt. So all through from like class 10th towards the CFA, everywhere I was like the topper there. So education was my thing. Secondly, technology always fascinated me, right? And then and I kept on upskilling myself, like in AI, blockchain. And I've done various courses from IBM, Google, Microsoft certified, experts, as well as Indian School of Business, Hyderabad, on data analytics, blockchain, AI, and even now generative AI. And this is something that we teach also, which we'll cover. But so we came together, and she's from the education background, and she saw the problem firsthand regarding the credential verifications. And how people, especially in the study abroad market, there are a lot of fake degrees, fake mark sheets that are being
What
caught.
is this study abroad? What is this exactly?
So study abroad is basically when the students go from emerging markets to study in the developed markets. For example, from India or even in Southeast Asia, people like not Singapore maybe, but lot of Philippines, Indonesia and all that, like people from here go to Europe or go to Australia or go to US for their masters or even for their bachelors.
Yeah.
So they'll do class 10th and 12th here, but then for their masters they'll go because there are a lot more opportunities, better professors, better job prospects out there. So that market for that, you have to do your transcript verification and all that.
Right.
So that was one. Second was we have realized that in 21st century you cannot survive without technology. It's right, left and center. Now even when our kid was born, she's born with a phone, not with a silver spoon, but with a phone, smartphone, with an iPhone now, silver colored iPhone, let's say, right? We realized the importance of technology. So we had another, we have another product within the company where we teach these emerging technology skills and all. So that's where we started, and Shivani will cover more about that. Yeah.
Yes, so regarding my past background academics, so I was a pass out of Loreto Convent, Lucknow, which I am very proud of. It's a very good school, the entire India knows. So beyond that, I went to do my Masters of Business Economics program from Lucknow University, and I was rank 1 holder in my class. Beyond that, then was the time when I started to think, what should I do now? Because I have that passion for learning. I have that passion for economics. So I started studying for economics. So when I moved further, I thought, okay, this is the subject which I can actually teach. So I qualified UGC NET in economics, then UGC NET in management, and became a professor, teaching in various good reputed institutes like National PG College in Lucknow, then St. Joseph College of Commerce in Bangalore, St. Mary's College in Hyderabad. And that was also the time when I was helping other students actually qualify UGC NET exam. So I thought, okay, something is there regarding education, and I want to do some business in education.
Right.
But I was not very sure what type of business or what exactly business, because you might have seen there are, like if there are 100 business, there are only 3 or 2 or maybe 5 max female founders.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, what can we do? And that was the time when we actually got married.
Okay.
2017, then I was working. So beyond that, again 2 years, I was working in my own education field, and he was working with Goldman Sachs, thereafter D Shaw, and thereafter Global Data. So we thought, okay, something we should build. So Edubuk is not just one product. There are like 4 products together. So firstly, we build off with psychometric analysis. So where we are using the intelligence type, as per the Professor Howard Gardner's theory. Then we are also integrating that with Professor Holland's theory of interest. And thereafter we get conclusions regarding the interest of various individuals, their passions towards a specific field. Like there are many students these days who have a passion for music. But the parents say, what will this person do in music? How will this happen, that happen? You can be a lyricist, you can be a music composer, you can be a, these days TikTok videos, they are getting hits because there's a specific tune to it. You are getting the verse of that. So there are endless opportunities of earning. That was the time when we thought, okay, we have to do something here. So first product, we launched into the market, got early traction. Now, why stopping here? Many people used to ask us, what is this product? What will we do after this? Why are you not hand-holding the student towards their career journey? So we started off, okay, we'll start teaching emerging technologies. So that was the time when we coined the term CETA, that is Certified Emerging Technologies Analyst. So this is the entire end-to-end program from the scratch of teaching AI, ML, these happening technologies these days, and also various other fundamentals of these technologies. Later on, we focus. Now we are not going to enter that market of Python or JavaScript, coding. No. There are many people out there who do not know to write even a single line of code.
Right.
How can we help them? Because I being an educator, he himself being so much fascinated about education, so we have to find some way where people can actually use the technology without knowing that they are using the technology.
Right.
So that is AI. These days you need not write a single line of code, but you have that ability to make text to audio, audio to video, video to text in just 2, 3, 5 seconds or even milliseconds. So these are the apps that we are teaching right now. Our focus is not only on engineering students. So this focus is beyond all of that. Arts, humanities, social sciences, journalists, all of us need Google, and now all of us need search engines. All of us need AI models. So that was the time when we started off, and beyond that, what we saw, the major problem, as Apoorva said, study abroad market. There are so many students who are wanting to enter a foreign country, and there are fake credentials, there are fake certificates, they get like locked up at the port, they are not allowed to enter the country, or
They are locked up.
Yeah.
They are locked up at the airport. Yes, you have fake credentials, you have fake documents. This happens.
And sometimes they are deported as well.
Yes. So,
Wow.
and then it is a problem of the entire family. Why does this happen with my child? Because many times the children are also not aware that this is happening. So it's like very scattered market.
So I'll
Okay.
just add a little bit to this. So basically, some of these study abroad agents, just to get these people admitted
Get a
and
commission
that
so that they can
commissions,
earn
so
commission,
they can
yeah.
earn commissions. They do some sort of these, not the right practices they follow.
Yeah.
So, but then these visa officers and all that have, they have seen it all. So then they catch somewhere here or sometime when they land there, and it's a huge problem. And each year, 10 million students go from emerging markets to study there.
Yeah.
In the developed market. So it's a huge market. And this is the problem of fake credentials and all can be solved using this blockchain technology.
Yes.
And
we'll
that's
come
why
to,
we are here.
Yeah. We will definitely get into the
Sure.
details.
Yeah.
You complement each other. He's a banker, technologist. I think that's where his passions are. Then after he met you, who is all got her hands deep into the education system, understand every nuances of the education system, it's a perfect marriage.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And you are nailing down on a very practical problem that students are facing, especially study abroad scheme, where you nicely explained. Emerging markets, example, India, people who would like to go US to study, they're not even aware if the certification they're carrying for this admissions is credible or
Yes.
acceptable.
Yes.
And they may get stopped at the immigration at the US immigration itself and sent back home.
Yes.
So, wow, this is a huge problem. I think countries like India, China, emerging markets in Southeast Asia, there's big flow of students to the US, as we all know, right?
Yes.
So US is the place to be for education.
Yes.
Great. We will come to the technical aspects of it. But before that, I would like to also ask Dhanraj, who is the CTO of Edubuk, your intro. And how did you join this fabulous couple?
I have been into industry from last 25 years. And wherever the opportunities are there are challenges. More opportunities, more challenges. And as they have explained already that, what are the challenge we found in certificates, what are the challenge we found in the CVs. And being a technical person, I interview 1,000 people every month, right? I need to have one parameter checked, whether the person who has applied for the role has a right skill, right qualification, which will not create the problems at my delivery, because 90% of the company across the world face delay in delivery because of technical challenges which has not been overcome, which supposed to be overcome by right skill sets, because person who claim to have certain skills does not have that skill.
Right.
That drives me with Apoorv's idea, and I would not say that as an idea, that's a long-term vision to solve the critical problem in the world.
Yeah.
Either it's an IT industry, it's a manufacturing, it's any industry for that matter, right? We need right set of people, then everyone's job. And we in IT industry generally we talk about work-life balance. Why you have to work for 12 hours? Because if your task has been calculated and precisely it is 4 hours job or 8 hours job, right? So it will not only this whole ecosystem, what solution we are building will not only solve the problem for employer, it will solve the problem for employee as well, who want or who always talk about mental pressure, talk about work-life balance. We are solving the problem by, having the right skill set people at the market.
Got it. Wow, this is a very holistic solution that you are bringing to the table, especially if, like an employer, for instance, giving an example of Edubuk, if you don't have the right hire people to deliver, obviously it delays the launch of the project, right? Similarly, for the employee, if he doesn't fit in the space, then he's demotivated, and obviously he's not performing well, and it cascades down to the problem that, the project fails, right?
Yep.
So you are actually not solving only that, that study abroad certification issue that obviously exists, which we all are aware of. I mean, in India, we know that. I'm also like from India, so I've heard about a lot of scams, like where fake certifications, fake universities are in place in India, and they're sending these students abroad.
It is $1 billion market.
Yeah.
There are so many rackets that are being busted regarding fake credentials, fake certificates, fake degrees, fake PhDs, whatnot is there.
I have.
Oh yeah,
I've
believe
seen
me,
them all.
it is not only India's problem. It is a
it's
global
global.
problem,
It's
right?
global.
I have seen it. I was in Singapore, so I have seen in Singapore. I have seen that in London. I have seen that in US as well, right? We have found the people who have not been employed for that company, and they claim that they were working there.
Yeah, this exists. Yeah. So that's the problem that we are solving, which is holistic across that cut across employment, education. How did you come to know about XDC Network? And next is, how did you come across to know about this acceleration program? And what motivated you guys to join this program?
We are solving this problem using the blockchain technology. So we were in the lookout for some of the layer 1 solutions, because we are ultimately a DApp and we have to be deployed on some of these blockchains, right? So we were on the lookout for some of the blockchains which can actually give us, because this is a huge problem, so we need scale as well, right? So and at the same time, because of recording certificates on chain, we need the gas fees and not too high, because we don't want to charge too heavy on the universities or the employees who will ultimately be ending up recording these. So we came across, we were researching in our research, we came across various blockchains, including XDC, and there we saw the block time sizes and the scalability, the lower gas fees and all that. So we thought we can integrate there. Okay. And then we are very much active on LinkedIn. We have got good followers there. And then I think we saw one of the posts, and we follow Tenity's Singapore, page on LinkedIn. So I think they posted regarding one of the accelerator program that they are doing with XDC upcoming. That was, I think, back in May, June of this year. Yeah. And it has to be started in August, September timeframe, August timeframe. So then we said, okay, let's give it a shot. Let's apply there. And then we applied, and then we, got through with the interview round and kept on going because of our merit and everything. And then we, ended up here. Yeah. So that's the plan. That was the plan, yeah.
So how much did you contribute to this, program, joining when you was trying to join this program? Obviously, you knew that there will be master classes in person in Singapore, because obviously from XDC side, I was leading this initiative, and I just found one, loophole, in the sense, not a loophole from our side, from the project side, is that, they didn't know that they have to be in person in Singapore. And obviously, this was a global program. There were projects from UK, US, and obviously sometimes it becomes challenging to bear those costs coming to Singapore. So what was your sort of feedback or reaction when you came to know that, we've been selected, but we have to be in Singapore?
First point was the mail, I think I remember correctly, the mail had the word congratulations, you've been selected. So that was a very good vibe, okay, we'll do. And when we interacted for the very first time, that was the time when all the other startup founders were also there. And they were discussing why is this in person, this, that. There are so many legal questions here and there, the form, the pattern in which the acceleration program will be the way forward. So that was the time when I said, okay, if God wants us to do this, we'll do this. Okay. Because I generally have, I might sound a bit childish, but I think that's my inherent behavior. Okay. Because whatever happens, it happens for the good. So what I understood, okay, if this is happening, so this is happening for the good. I got a chance to meet you. I got a chance to meet so many amazing people here. Yeah. If it was not for the program, I don't think I would have come here. So when I came, firstly the program started with an online sessions. So that was the first week of master classes. Yeah. All were online. Apoorv was very actively engaged in all those classes, starting from the very 5-minute early entry to the class to being the last person to leave the class, writing down all the points and notes and whatever needs to be done. Make the business model canvas once again, make the pitch deck mic once again, change this color, change this background. So I was a part of everything. When the first time we came to Singapore, so that was the time when I had my kid along.
Okay.
So I wasn't able to attend all the master classes in physical mode, but the
Yeah.
online mode I was able to attend. Then we have an amazing session with Martin. Martin connected us with various other people also, and we have scheduled calls. Some have happened, some will happen later. So I think it's a good acceleration program, and there are new things which I got to know about, which I was not aware, because the Tenity people, XDC, you've been there, you've done that. So because you've done that, you know the startup might need some help in this particular area, or they might need help in that area regarding whatever your vision is, whatever your background is. This needs to be highlighted, this needs a backdrop, remove this, include that. So I think that were very good suggestions that we got, and we tried to incorporate like 90% of them for the way forward. But I must say it was an excellent program.
Great. So I was about to ask you about the program itself. I think you've summarized it very, nicely, the kind of help and support that you could get, and you could meet other projects as well, and also come to know like what challenges they are facing, and how Tenity managed to sort of, give you a support to this program. This is excellent. This is
Plus, I would like to add regarding the program that we are getting this opportunity to do 2 demo days, right, with investors. So that's not only like you guys have invested pre-seed kind of money in the in each of our startups who are selected, which is a good thing for our token launch program, which we'll be doing. But also that follow-on funding, we are getting to meet these investors, and that too in the hot time of token 2049 happening, or when each and every almost Web3 specific investor is actually here to meet the projects and see. So that's a very good FaceTime that we are getting with these relevant investors. Otherwise, we'll have to, email them or, get some hot leads and then go to their places and all that. But this is one single place. So that's a very commendable thing that this program offers.
Yes, actually we
get
to meet people the first hand, because what happens many times, we need the first hot warm introduction, then only the person understands, okay, these people are doxed, or this project is nice, we can have a look. But regarding this program, so we got access to so many investors from the Web3 world, from Singapore, outside also globally. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's the whole idea, having this demo day during the token 2049 week, because we know that entire Web3 world will be here. Right? That includes investors and the ecosystem around it. So that's the whole idea. And going forward also, XDC is having the acceleration program with T-Hub, plug and play. So we're going to have these demo days very much centric with a bigger event which is happening in that country. For example, if it's London, then we'll be having a demo day in parallel with a bigger event, conference, Web3 conference, similar to something like this, so that the projects who are building on XDC, get access to a wider audience, right? As you said, the warm introductions take itself so long on email, right? But you meet that person in face-to-face, have this conversation, it builds that trust and then confidence in you. So that's about program. I would like to know, each project, they have come through a lot of struggles, obstacles, because we are talking about education. Now education coming together with blockchain. People generally associate blockchain with crypto, and crypto, as you know, be it India or outside, is seen in a bad light. What were your struggles when you approached these universities or these bodies, education bodies, that we are going to build our solution in a blockchain?
Right.
And what was their reaction, and how did you manage to overcome? Because you are in education, so how did you manage to overcome that obstacle firsthand?
Crypto, although it's just one use case for the community to incentivize them of blockchain, but blockchain, the technology has various use cases, and it's a great technology to be, right? Now, when we approached universities, yes, they asked a question whether, it's related to cryptocurrency. So we said, no, we do not, have any of the, stable coins or some sort of this that is, not legal and all. So it's the technology that we are offering. We are not offering you the coin or something. We are offering you the technology wherein you can first-hand upload the genuine degrees on the chain, and students can access it. Now, some universities, so we approached maybe 50, 60, then signed MOUs with 25 of them. So some of the universities which Actually, we signed the MOUs. We thought it like more forward-looking, and some like they were their founders or their VCs, vice chancellors and controller of examination. They're more forward-looking. They're more private universities and all. So we started with them, and then with a couple of employees who are more understands the technology rather than just the crypto part of it. But then one misnomer is like crypto in blockchain is actually should be said as cryptography, not as cryptocurrency. So cryptography is like it's a maths plus computer sciences technology, right? But people link to it with cryptocurrencies. People link to it because it's a easy way to make money, pump and dump and all that. But we are not into that. So it took some time for us to explain to them. But then few forward-looking universities and all, they have signed the MOU with us, and then now it's easier for us to tap into the other universities now that we have some traction with us on board.
I would like to ask Dhanraj, how was the experience launching to the XDC mainnet, the solution to the XDC mainnet?
Okay, it was one of idea or one of a solution what I have seen that has been recognized, that has been appreciated by everyone who have attended that launch program, right? And thanks to XDC for giving us that opportunity. There are also couple of integration points what have been discussed in that program when we launched, that people say that wow, we can integrate that with our solution, which can leverage us not only the eliminate the fake credentials and all, but it will also allow us to properly manage the documentation process and the right skill sets to the projects as well. So they're like trading platform, right? There also we requires a lot of documents to be verified.
Yes.
Right. That is also one of an integration which probably we are looking forward in that. And that
so it has been a smooth onboarding so far.
Smooth onboarding, appreciation, and well recognition. We found it very appreciating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Apoorv, Shivani and Dhanraj, congratulations for receiving that 10,000 US grant.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
You were one of the first who managed to launch the application to the XDC mainnet. Yeah.
Thank you.
Because we have someone with us who has also built some layer 1 blockchains himself. So technology is not anymore our problem. Expert in our team.
Right,
it's a
Algo man of India.
When I used to see Apoorva sitting, writing stuff, attending the classes, then I used to tell him, see, in school, in college, in IIMs, you were the gold medalist, you were the topper. This is the time. Show how you used to study and what all flaws are there. And he used to like, okay, I'll write, it's 2 a.m., it's 3 a.m. at night. Even sir used to be there.
Yeah.
So like working very hard to integrate now what is happening. Sir is awake at 3, Apoorva is awake. I am listening to the conversation. I am not that strong in tech, but yes, I used to listen, okay, why is this happening? Why is that happening? And then thank you so much for this award that you gave, like first one.
No, you deserve it because I'm not biased anyway, but the thing is, out of 8, I think you guys have shown tremendous hard work, commitment into this program. Honestly.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's all a teamwork.
Teamwork, yes.
Definitely,
You as a team, entire team of Edubuk has shown.
Yep.
I mean, this is something that I've experienced personally, right? So again, thank you and congratulations for this. And we would like to grow together as you're growing your business. We also want to grow on the XDC network, right? If investors, ecosystem would like to reach out to 3 of you, where can they find you, starting with you, Apoorv?
So I think we are very active on LinkedIn. You can just search from our names of Edubuk and you can just send us a LinkedIn message. That's the fastest and easiest way, professional ways to reach out to us. We have our own Edubuk page on LinkedIn, as well as all 3 of us are doxed. Apoorv, like my full name, Apoorv Bajaj, you can just search Shivani Mehrotra, Dhanraj, Dadich.
Okay.
So you can just search from our names and feel free to message us. Our DMs are always open. Otherwise, we are also on Telegram. with our usernames Apoorv Bajaj CFA and Shivani Mehrotra Bajaj and the Dhanraj Dadij. So we are there, but then LinkedIn I think is the fastest way to reach out
It's
to
the
us.
fastest way.
Yeah.
And Web3 world, we follow Telegram and Twitter
Also,
more.
yeah.
So a better way is like you can also follow the Edubuk official
Yes.
LinkedIn page
Yes.
and the Telegram handle for Edubuk as
Yeah,
well.
every week or at least every month we keep on posting one post regarding the what have happened in the past month with the all of like with the project and all that, because
Yeah.
we were just still building and completing all the tech development and all. Now we have done that. Now it will be more about how many transactions we are bringing on chain, how many universities we have closed, how many certificates have been recorded,
Right.
because we have a vision of recording 6 million plus transactions on chain, because we are working with we will be working very closely with NSDC National Skills Development Corporation,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we'll also be working with the ONDC/Honest.
Okay.
In one of their hackathons, we were the first winner there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they do like 1 million transactions per day. So all these quasi-government sort of organizations.
Yeah.
So this is a central government initiatives,
Oh, okay.
right? Government of India's initiative, NSDC, and also they have also realized the potential of blockchain in education and skilling and the
Right.
certificates. So that's why they are partnering with us. So we'll give a lot of transactions to the chains as well. Secondly, just wanted to mention, we are a globally award-winning company. We have
Yeah.
40 plus awards all across, and everything is on merit basis, right from the G20 winners
Yeah.
in Indonesia, Bali in 2022.
Okay,
So
amazing.
we are
I
very
think
happy
you
with that.
covered the roadmap as well and
Ah.
future partnerships.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Amazing.
would like to add here. See, everybody, I think, listens to a podcast to understand, to gain from something.
Yeah.
So I would like to give a gift to the audience if
Yeah.
there are students, if
Yeah.
there are employees.
Yeah.
So we have this very vibrant community on Telegram.
Okay.
So that now no bots are there, zero bots.
Okay.
So we keep on posting more and more jobs, global jobs,
Ah.
remote jobs,
Yes.
part-time jobs,
Okay.
fresher jobs, experience jobs.
Okay.
So if you don't want to talk to me, if you don't want to talk to Apoorva, but you want to have a look at the jobs,
Yeah.
so please join that Telegram group. That's open for everybody.
Yeah.
There is no restriction to join, and you can immediately see those jobs and apply. So that is a general community or eco-building system that we are doing.
Yeah, the search
So-
with the name Edubuk on Telegram.
Yes.
It's a public
Yeah.
channel.
It's a
Ah.
public
Yes.
channel.
Yeah,
It's
so
an official
anyone can
channel,
join.
right?
Yes.
Edubuk. Okay.
Yeah,
Edubuk
with the name
official.
@Edubuk official is the tag.
Okay.
I mean the username.
Okay.
@Edubuk official.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Thank
Apoorv, Shivani. It's a busy week, and Dhanraj as well.
Thank you.
Lot of meetings.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all the best, for this week. And for the audience, I think you already know where to get hold of the team Edubuk. For XDC, thank you so much for tuning in. I think all our details about the acceleration program will be featured on the links below. You can always click and see which program suits you and your need. We are running various programs with Tenity, Brink, Plug and Play, T-Hub in Hyderabad. Obviously India focused, but global applications. So stay tuned with our acceleration program. We would be running more such programs because we see a good ROI for the projects, right? Building on XDC as well. So, and it's going to be a busy week. Those of you who are in Singapore for the Token 2049, keep rocking. We have a booth at Marina Bay Sands at the Token 2049. Do drop by and say hello to our team. The entire team of XDC is there. All right. Thank you and have a great day and good luck. Bye-bye.